Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you clicking on that video as always. We're doing another weekly wears video, what I wore every day last week, all 7 fragrances, all 7 days. Let's get right into the list. So on Sunday, I went with a fragrance that I actually received for Father's Day. It was Father's Day on Sunday. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw this first, but absolutely love this one. And I couldn't be happier to have it added to my collection. Scent I'm talking about, Creed's Green Irish Tweed. Just a beautiful, beautiful scent. Lemon verbena, iris, really evokes the feeling of being outside in the grass, beautiful spring day. The quality of this is stunning. I love this scent. You guys know I've talked about it on the channel before. I actually wore it in another weekly wears recent, maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. Just a fantastic scent and couldn't be happier to have it in the collection. This was a gift from my girls, my wife and 2 daughters. I hope they didn't pay too much. Nonetheless, this is just such a quality scent. That lemon verbena really kicks it off. It's citrusy up top. Quickly, you just get that fresh cut grass. And it's, when I first smelled Green Irish Tweed, I was taken aback because it's that authentic and it smells that sort of photorealistic of just being outside and a breeze blowing and just beautiful spring day. It's woody. It's obviously green, it's aromatic, just such a beautiful scent. As far as longevity and performance go, I get really, really good longevity from this. I get about maybe 7 hours. And for a freshie, I think that's pretty good. You know, Green Irish Tweed, this scent DNA does not get old for me. I wore a lot of Cool Water growing up. This scents are similar, and I've talked about that in other videos. This is just a step up from that. This is signature scent worthy. Wear this to pretty much any situation. You're gonna smell great. It's really a scent for a guy who, if you had to own just one scent, this would be the perfect scent. You have your crap together, you know what you want in life, and this is just sort of tops it all off. You're confident, great scent. Wore it on Sunday, Creed's Green Irish Tweed. On Monday, I went with a fragrance that is, I guess, classified as sort of a non-scent scent for a lot of people. People have this and say they can't smell it. Scent I am talking about, Molecule 01. Now, this is an interesting scent. This is ISO-E Super. With ISO-E Super, it's sort of classified as a woody amber, and this is just really an addition to many fragrances. This is found in a lot of fragrances and is known to what many believe to sort of extend the life of a fragrance, add to its longevity, its projection, that type of thing. Not less so projection, more so longevity and how long it lasts. So a lot of people, what they'll do with this is they'll layer it with maybe a fragrance that isn't necessarily a very long-lasting fragrance. And I've done some of that. I've maybe, it's hard to say if it really works. At some point, this really, for this to work properly, it has to be blended with the fragrance. So I know some people do that as well, but we're not chemists. We're not in a lab doing this stuff. This stuff is literally made in a lab. When you have a fragrance, it's made in a laboratory and it's mixed and blended the way it's supposed to be. So I personally do get a smell from this and I really enjoy it. My wife likes this one and it's one of those things that you either smell it or you don't. And it's, to me, it's faint, but it is a woody sort of ambery scent. It just, what I find is that I get wafts of it throughout the day. So I'll wear it and like 6 or 7 hours later, 8 hours later, I'll get another waft of it and I'll be like, oh, wow, that's the Molecule 01. So it does last. So whether or not that helps other fragrances last, I don't really have much evidence of that. I do want to sort of layer some more with this, but I do find that when I do layer with it, it changes the scent a bit that I'm wearing, which I'm not crazy about. I'd almost prefer just wearing the scent that doesn't perform as well and just taking a decant with me or something, then changing the scent profile by adding this. So just something to think about if you guys are looking at Molecule 01. Wore it on Monday, Molecule 01. So on Tuesday, I went with another green scent, one of my favorites in my collection, one of the best green scents I've ever smelled, which it says a lot because I've smelled a lot of fragrances, and this thing can be had for $22 if you can find it at Burlington. Scent I am talking about, Banana Republic's 78 Vintage Green. Citrusy, sweet, mandarin orange in this. You get a really soft citrus up top. It's not sharp, it's not in your face. It blends perfectly. Like many fragrances from Banana Republic, their icon line, just beautifully blended fragrances. They're incredible. It has a slight green tea note. I get a lot of the fig. Dries down into a vetiver. Just a beautiful green scent. Love this one. Perfect for the spring and summer. Incredible for the price, $22. If you see this, grab it, especially if you like green scents. The name does not lie, Vintage Green. Performance, about 6 or 7 hours on my skin. Especially in the high heat, it lasts closer to 6. Just perfect for that weather. And love this one. Just really well blended, soft, not a super projector. Kind of sits close to the skin, but super enjoyable. Wore it on Tuesday, 78 Vintage Green from Banana Republic. On Wednesday, I went with a fragrance that is probably one of my best pickups this year, in my opinion. I actually got this at a Nordstrom rack for a great price. Scent I am talking about, YSL's Y, Eau Fraiche. Really love the bottle. It sort of evokes what I get from this. And that is just a cooling, bright, perfect summer citrus, ginger, a bit green. Oh man, absolutely love this stuff. The one drawback of this, I will say, is that the dry down is uninspired, is too harsh. It's become sort of typical blue shower gel type fragrance, which is very nice on its own. So if you want that vibe that day, instead of reaching for like a Dior Sauvage or Prada Luna Rosa Carbon, something like that, and you just want something super fresh up top, but also with that kick of ginger that makes it a little unique, YSL's Y Eau Fraiche is definitely an option for that. I love this one, and I spray heavy with it. Smells great. Love the opening. Longevity, I get about 7 hours on this. Along with that ginger up top, there's some black pepper, and I do get some of that fresh spiciness to this, so it gives it a little bit of a kick. It's cooling. Like I said, the bottle is fitting. It has mint geranium adding to that coolness from it. And the mint and geranium, again, there's more part of the opening than the mid to me. They don't last as long as I'd like. Maybe it's just because I like the opening so much, it just feels like it goes away so quickly. I'm not afraid to overspray this one. I'm not afraid to respray it. Great scent. Wore it on Wednesday. YSL's Y Eau Fraiche. So on Thursday, I went with a scent. I was feeling this one. This is one of those scents that just is super addictive to me, and you sort of find yourself craving it, but you look for the right time to wear it. And that's how I feel with this scent I am talking about, Signature Rosé from Zaharoff. Now, I still don't have a bottle of this. I do plan on getting one. I have a couple decants of it, so I like to use the decants before I grab the bottle. There's so much I'm buying and trying, and it's a long list of stuff. So, but yeah, these are the actual travel atomizers that you can get through Zaharoff's website. They're really great atomizer. Love this stuff. Wow. Oh man. Turkish and Bulgarian rose. I get a lot of the incense, the olibanum in this, the frankincense, it's just, oh man, it's a bit ambery and woody, really smooth and well-rounded and creamy and just incredible. Probably my favorite rose scent. I can say that. I don't get a lot of the oud in this. There is oud, I don't get a lot of it. Beast performer. Projects really well for like 3 hours, lasts forever. If you put this on clothes, get ready for it to smell for the next 2 days. Fantastic performance from this. My sister-in-law was over the day I wore this. She complimented me, and she also wore it. She didn't know, I don't think, that it was for a guy or unisex. I think maybe she thought it was my wife's, and I just sort of had it on the counter because I was wearing it obviously that day, and she must have given herself a couple sprays and absolutely loves it. So I was able to get someone on board with Signature Rose. I think she really likes it. So that could be a gift in the future for sure. Love this scent. Fantastic. One of Zaharoff's best in my opinion. Signature Rose from Zaharoff. So this next scent that I wore on Friday, I actually picked up at literally a steal from FragranceBuy.ca. They had a bunch of bottles that were sort of dinged up and destroyed. So either you got a bottle that was pretty much pristine, or you got a bottle that was missing corners, or didn't spray, or whatever the case may be. I was lucky. The bottle I got just had some blue ink from the paint on the outside, and it was a little chipped, but the scent, incredible. Scent I'm talking about, Abercrombie and Fitch's Fierce Intense. This scent is iconic. You can call it a mall scent. It's more than that, in my opinion. I don't think really age can be associated with this scent. And the reason I say that is because if you spend any time at any mall, at any age, over the last 20 years, you've smelled Abercrombie & Fitch's Fierce. If Abercrombie is in that mall, you've smelled this. It's what they literally spray the store with, the clothes that are folded and to be purchased. They spray them with this scent. And this scent is incredible. You could smell it from down 100 yards away if you were at the mall. What I found with this scent is that this profile is sort of not necessarily making a resurgence. There's other fragrances that smell similar to this. I'm not a huge fan of Mont Blanc's version of Fierce. It's an okay scent. It's super synthetic in my opinion, and that's pretty much all I get from it. I enjoy it, but it's really synthetic. It's a nice scent. Parfums de Marly's Percival, same scent profile. Smells very similar to this. That one, I guess you could say, smells a bit more natural. This sort of strikes the balance between the two. This strikes the balance between good synthetic and high quality. And I love it. It's musky. It's a bit green. There's patchouli in this, and I get a lot of the patchouli, believe it or not, in the dry down. I get a lot of patchouli. This is really masculine to me. So I get a lot of the musk, obviously. Abercrombie & Fitch's fragrances are very musk heavy to me. First Instinct, super musky. First Instinct Extreme, really musky scent, even more musky than that. But at the same time, it's aquatic. It's sweet. It is a bit green. I love it. It's one of those scents that it smells like a cologne. You know, if you had to define what a cologne smells like to you, this is what I think of, but it just does it so well. It does it incredibly well. And just a super addictive scent, smells really good, compliment puller. People are gonna love this. Some people might not like it because they have a scent memory tied to it, because it's such a popular and recognizable scent. Performance all day, 8 hours, really great performance, and projection is really good for the first couple of hours. Wore this on Friday, Abercrombie & Fitch's Fierce Intense. So on Saturday, finally wrapping up sort of this green aquatic theme that I didn't purposely choose. Great cheapie, legendary cheapie, Nautica Voyage. Yeah, green apple, green notes, evokes ocean water, being on the ocean on a boat. If you smell it up close when you first spray it, it could come across as like a hair gel or a hairspray. When it starts to dry down and the sillage of this, it just works. It just gets compliments. It is one of those scents that you can hate on. It's a $16 scent in some places. Frag snob about it. This will always be in my collection. You know, it's just one of those scents that it just works. And of the Nautica fragrances, this is my favorite. And I feel like they all kind of smell like Voyage. Some just smelled like a watered down Voyage. Maybe they throw in another note to sort of add a little twist to it. But this to me is the stronger performer. It's the one that smells the deepest. It has the most going on. The green apple, the mimosa, the lotus has some sweetness to it. The aquatic greenness dries down into a musky sort of woody cedar. Give it a try. This is perfect for someone just starting out and really someone who's been in the game for a long time collecting. So it's safe for everyone. I love the simplicity of the bottle. Wore it on Saturday, Nautica Voyage. That's all I have today, guys. If you like what you saw, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.